Thoughts and not genes determine human health, researchers find. You are what you think. That's why it's so important to be positive all the time. Even the words that you say have an effect on your health. Now, thoughts, I remember the other day, well, yesterday, when I went to visit my grandchildren, my granddaughter, it was time for her shower. She said, "Oh no, I'm so bored. I have to go and take a bath." I said, "Don't do it. I don't want to. It's terrible. All these negativities." I said, "No, don't say that. Just think of how beautiful you're going to smell, like little flowers. Your hair is going to smell like flowers. Your body's going to smell like flowers. You're going to feel so relaxed and so warm and just clean, squeaky clean." As you came back down, she said, "Smell me, Grandma. Don't I smell like flowers?" So it's very important to teach them from the beginning that they have to see, even hear themselves saying positive, sweet things. Now, according to Dr. Bruce Lipton, the health of the body is influenced by the thoughts that we make every day and not by our genetics. If, according to the established model, your thoughts reflect your body chemistry, and if your nervous system reads and interprets the environment and then controls your blood chemistry, then you can literally change the fate of your cells by changing your thoughts, your thoughts as well. Dr. Bruce Lipton's research shows that by changing your perception, your mind can change the activity of your genes and create over 30,000 varieties of products from each gene. Because gene programs reside in the nucleus of cells, one can rewrite these genetic programs by changing blood chemistry. Simply put, this means that we need to change the way we think if we want to cure cancer, for example. The role of the mind, says Professor Lipton, is to create a link between our beliefs and the reality we experience. This means that your mind will adjust your body's biology and behavior to match your beliefs. If you are told you will die in 6 months and your mind believes it, chances are you will die in 6 months. This process, which is a result of negative thought, is called nocebo induction. And it works in contrast to the placebo, where the treatment is done through a positive thought. I did post a video a couple of days ago concerning voodoo, and this is exactly what the voodoo practices use, the nocebo induction. The negative, when you know that somebody's put a curse on you, you're going to get sick just by thinking of you've got a curse on you. Now, the placebo is a placebo that cures you because you are convinced it will do you good. According to Professor Lipton, this dynamic leads to a system that has 3 parts. A, the part of you that does not want to die, the conscious mind. B, the part of you that, because it was tuned by the doctor's opinion, believes that it will die, subconscious mind in which the opinion was recorded. And C, the chemical reaction produced in the body through brain chemistry, so that the body conforms to the belief that it has prevailed, namely that you will die. In the above system, we see that the body's chemistry reactions obey the commands of the subconscious mind. The question that arises is, what about the part of the self that refuses to die, the conscious mind? Doesn't it affect body chemistry at all? The answer is no. Repeated neuroscience research has shown that the subconscious mind is more powerful than the conscious mind and controls 95% of our lives. In the words of Dr. Lipton, in the subconscious are our deepest and most solid beliefs. It's these beliefs that cast the deciding vote. Complaint threat? The subconscious or subconscious mind is the most primal part of ourselves and plays a key role in the decisions we make with the conscious mind. According to Jung, the subconscious is the mother of the conscious. The subconscious is a space with its own autonomy, organized on the basis of the primordial images that are the common heritage of humanity, that is, the patterns of the collective's unconscious. In addition, there are recorded all the repressed painful thoughts, feelings, and representations that for various reasons do not attract the attention of the conscious mind, but nevertheless affect the individual activity of each person. The subconscious, therefore, has great power and is where all the information and representations we have up to the age of 6 are recorded. The subconscious. By this age, you are being programmed, says Professor Lipton. The conscious mind, which acts as a filter, is not yet developed. There is no critical thinking, so we accept and record without any resistance or processing whatever happens in the environment. If, for example, an older member of our family presents a health problem, for example, diabetes, cancers, or Alzheimer's, this is recorded in our subconscious, as a result of which we believe that at a similar age we will also, due to heredity, develop the similar disease. Such records are often conforming threats and act like a ticking time bomb, threatening to blow up the body's health. Heredity does not apply. As explained by Dr. Lipton, depending on how the subconscious mind is programmed, the genes that control the body's health will react. When he was a professor, Dr. Lipton taught his students the classic position of biology, that the factors that ensure heredity are the chromosomes, but above all the genes. At the time, he was doing research on muscle cell development at Stanford University Medical Center. In a cloning experiment he did, he said that when the genes were exposed to a different environment, they changed behavior, and those that were supposed to make muscle gave bone, those that were supposed to make bone gave fat tissue, and so on. Can you imagine the mix-up? He realized that the genes are not programmed in vitro, but in vivo, and more specifically in vivo mutagenesis, interacting with the environment and drawing information from it. He then developed the position that genes do not control in cells in which they are located, and by extension health, but the environment and the perception formed by the mind. When you believe that genes rule everything in life, then you become their victim. You become a victim of your heredity, says Dr. Lipton. And he continues, he says, when you take healthy cells and put them in a diseased environment, then the cells will become diseased. To cure them, you don't give them medicine, but you take them to a healthy environment and they get healed. Escape from the establishment. When he announced the conclusions of his research to his fellow professors, they refused to accept them, saying that they overturned the established understanding prevailing in the fields of biology. Then Dr. Lipton resigned his position and continued as an independent scientist. Dr. Bruce Lipton studied biology at the University of Long Island in 1966 and the University of Virginia in 1971. In 1973, he became an assistant professor at the University of Wisconsin School of Medicine. From 1987 to 1992, he participated in research at Pennsylvania State University and Stanford University. Since 1993, he has been visiting professor at various universities. His publications mainly concern research on the development of muscle cells, while he is internationally recognized as an authority in the field of stem cells. Among his works, the international bestseller, The Biology of Belief, stands out, for which he received the GOI Peace Foundation Peace Prize in 2009. In his book, he deals with the effect that the feelings of love and fear have on a person. Well, that's, of course, very logical and expected. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.